Hey everyone, welcome back to Water Tanks with Stewie. I'm Stewie, and this is the Waffentrager Alpha E-100, the German Tier 10 tank destroyer. This is a ClanWars game. I haven't shown a ClanWars game before, but I often played ClanWars with the POW clan, and this is a fight for a province we own, and we're fighting against a Vietnam Bank, which is another clan that we've been fighting against for some time, for provinces in the ClanWars map. I'm not a great expert on how the ClanWars map, but basically you derive income from the provinces, and that income's in the form of gold, which is normally only achievable by spending real money on the game. Now, this is my first ever game in this tank. I haven't even put camouflage on it, as you can see, but it's a tank that a lot of people like, a lot of people have worked towards in the past, and when it used to be a 6-shot auto loader, but now it's only 5. It's been nerfed a bit, but the reload time has improved a bit. Now on the ClanWars settings, you can't see who you're fighting against until they've been spotted. So on the right side of the screen where the enemy's names come up, you can see only 2 have been spotted, but that'll change soon. Looking at the map, our guys, the fast heavies and the mediums, have gone for the hill on the east side to try and overrun that hill and get within striking distance of their base. It's relatively even, 1 each at the moment. I'm just looking for a place where I can snipe from and maybe support those guys on the hill. By the time I'm loaded, which is now, I think I've loaded, I cop a bit of a hit from this bloke in the T62A.
Wirkungstreffer! Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung!
That shot was a waste. I try and get as much damage into him as I can. So while I'm reloading, it is a 55-second reload from memory, so while I'm reloading in this tank, you've really got to find a spot where no one can see you. You can't afford to be out in the open for 50 odd seconds while you're reloading. So I'm telling the guys through the TeamSpeak and on the chat using the F8 key that I'm reloading, so I'm out of action for 30 odd seconds. And as we know, a lot can happen in 30 seconds in water tanks. So I found this little hill, which I think is not a bad spot to hide while I'm reloading, bearing in mind with 1, the hill on the east. It's still relatively even at 2 each, but I'm looking at the map and I can see all these heavy tanks coming up towards our base. So while I'm reloading, I want to reposition and get into a position where I can put a bit of damage into these enemy tanks. You can see people frantically pinging the map, and at this stage there's a lot of talking going on over the TeamSpeak. We're up 5-3. We're doing quite well. We're not sure, should we cap or should we try and kill them all, because we often do play this clan. Killing them all would lock their tanks up for future battles. But 6-3 now, we're winning by. The guys in the northeast have really done a really good job in taking that hill and getting over to the other side of the border. But I'm going to stay here and try and dish out some damage to these guys that are attacking our base. Now the score's 8-3, looking really good. 8-3, you'd take that as a lead every day, but another T62A that dangerous tanks. I'm reloading again. Everyone's pinging the map furiously. Look at all those heavy tanks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them, plus the medium approaching our base. And our lead is starting to diminish. It's 8-5 now. It was 8-3 not so long ago. At this stage of the game, I really want to make sure I look after my health. I'm down to just under 800 health out of the 2,000 that I started with. I am an easy tank to penetrate, but I can dish out a lot of damage, so I've got to use these mounds and hills to take a bit of cover, and then when I'm reloaded, just unload onto these enemy tanks that a lot of them are quite low health, including this guy here, the IS-7. That was an unlucky bounce. I am firing gold. Gold should penetrate all the time, I reckon, but it doesn't always, so you know, an IS-7's a pretty good tank, I guess. I don't know what I was thinking there. That was just a wasted shot. So now I'm starting to aim properly, have a look around, put a bit of damage into this E-100.
haben sie nicht mal
Because of
angekratzt.
those wasted shots, I've got to reload again. And now we're down 9-10. So people are probably starting to panic. I know I am. I'm starting to think this could end pretty badly. I'm almost on my own. There's a T110E5 at our cap, but he's engaging the IS-7. I'm reloading. I'm useless for the next 30 seconds. I've told my team that, and I've told them that through the chat and through the TeamSpeak. So I just need to hide behind this mount. That's all you can do in this tank when you're reloading for such a long amount of time. But the positive is when you get out and you're dishing the damage out, you're putting out 5 shots, and you can potentially kill a few tanks with 5 shots. So I'm looking at this E-100 who has got a bit of health left. I need to take
Dagegen voll
some
durch
off.
ihre Panzerung. Gegnerfahrzeug
There
ausgeschaltet.
he goes. I've got 3 shells left, and there are 2 IS-7s near our base. One just to the south of me, and one almost to our flag. He might start trying to cap. I want to take those 2 out. So at this stage, through the TeamSpeak, there's a lot of yelling going on. There's a lot of emotions, and from memory, the team leader actually went out for a cigarette at this time. He said, "I can't watch this," and he left the room. And then eventually he came back, and we were still in the game. So
Ziel erfasst.
I want to get rid of this other IS-7.
Gegnerisches Fahrzeug
The other IS-7
ausgeschaltet.
that was spotted near our flag, someone else took out, probably the E4 or the T57. So I'm reloading again. I'm letting them know I've got 50 seconds to reload. And again, I'm going to reposition probably just north of our flag to try and get some shots off on the T57 Heavy and the 100 on the other side. Now when I attacked that IS-7, I did cop 1 shot to the front, which took a lot of my health out, but I knew that he wasn't able to 1-shot kill me, and I thought, I'm just going to charge this bloke, put a bit of wind up him, and take him out. I still had gold at that stage, gold rounds, and so I knew that even though the first shot I fired missed, I knew that once he shot, there was a chance he might just track me. I just needed to take him out, and then we could concentrate on the enemy tanks to the north. So now it's only the T57 left. We know our T57 killed the E-100, and we're just waiting for him to materialise. I've reloaded, but I'm only on 300 health, and I don't want this tank to be locked for the next game. I know that if we draw this game, it still counts as a win for us. We get to keep the province. So I'm not going to risk my tank because who knows how. Some tanks are locked for up to a week when you die during a ClanWars battle. I didn't want that to happen because I've only just bought this tank, and I've already worked out this tank can be a real game winner. So I know he's firing it out, T57, and aiming that way. So I come down here thinking he might pop out there, but he doesn't. And then I'm just going to wait for him to appear and go for it. At this stage, I think I put it in the wrong gear and I go backwards. I go, no, I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward. He's looking at I don't want our T57
Feuererlaubnis
to fly over.
erteilt. Gegnerfahrzeug
I shoot
ausgeschaltet.
him and kill him, and that's the end of the game. And one thing you don't realise there is where I was after I'd shot that bloke. I could not move. I was stuck. I was stuck like a turtle on his back. But anyway, we won the game anyway. 6,741 experience. I'd like to pretend that was base experience or all due to my ability, but it was a triple. And having a premium account sort of multiplies it a little bit as well. It was actually about 1,200 base experience, and I ended up with 6,700. Looking at the results, obviously I'm happy with 4,900 damage for my first game in the Waffentrager Alpha E-100. But looking at our team, a lot of our players did a considerable amount of most of our players did between 2,000 and 3,000, and I think that's why we won the game. Looking at the other side, there were some players there that had really good games. The T57 Heavy, he did over 6,000 damage. The E-100 did almost 4,000 damage. But there are only 3 other players who did 2,000 damage. And I think in a tier 10 battle in ClanWars, you need to have more than just one bloke doing all the damage. Only 3 of our players did less than 1,000, and only 4 of our players did less than 2,000. You know, so we you know, we were obviously happy with the game and obviously happy with the result. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this replay. I haven't put any up for some time because I have had some computer issues, but hopefully that'll change soon. Anyway, have a good weekend, everyone. Take care and bye for now.